Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, I wanted to tell you a story today, and there's a reason why I want to tell you the story because I'm going to start talking about business later on. So, there's a proverb in Arabic that says, he got what Sinmar got. Well, paraphrasing it that way, but the Arabic one is أخذ جزاء Sinmar. So, who's Sinmar? And what is it? My Persian friends will know who that person is because it's actually originated from Persia, and there is a very similar story to it in India. It's the same concept. But anyways, Sinmar was an architecture, and he was a brilliant architecture. So at one point in time, the king decided to tell him to build him a castle because he wanted to commemorate his wife, yada yada yada, and he wanted to make it the most beautiful castle in existence. So Sinmar went ahead and did diligently his job. Not only did he do diligently, he was so creative that it was said that the castle was made out of marble. It was indeed the most beautiful castle ever. And it was so beautiful that the king got scared. The king said that if Sinmar was able to do this to him and create this one for him, then he's definitely going to be able to create things that are equally as good, if not better, for other people. So he called Sinmar and he was like, "Oh, hey, Sinmar, how you doing? Doing good, great, good. Let's go. I wanted to show you your job, and I wanted to thank you for your job." And he took him up to the roof. So in the roof, the way Sinmar built the thing, it was spectacular. You could see the entire city from it. And the king pushed him off the roof and killed Sinmar, so that Sinmar does not do it ever again. And doesn't do the same thing. So أخذ جزاء Sinmar is basically the proverb that is said that you repay great work and due diligence and loyalty with betrayal. Now, why do I say this story? Because this proverb is very much alive here in Egypt. This proverb is very alive in Egypt, and it's very alive in a lot of businesses. Has it been? Did I see it happen in other places? I've seen sabotage in other places, yes, but the sabotage normally comes from colleagues. It never comes from the king or the founder of the place, except Egypt. So the way things happen in Egypt, and sadly this happens a lot in Egypt, is that owners or founders or managers or general managers, whoever it is that is in control, will normally hire very high calibers because they want the high calibers in order to get especially for startups, and this is very evident in startups. They will hire high calibers because they want the company to work and they want the company to do well, and they want to make sure that the company is running smoothly and is wonderful. So they get all the high calibers. They give them the salaries of high calibers, yada 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 yada, make sure it is, and then put them in a corner and start to isolate them. After they get the growth they want, after they get the foundation that they want, they put them and they start isolating them, and they start treating them like crap, like absolute crap. And the founders will normally tell you, be like, yeah, these guys have been with me through thick and thin, they're loyal to me, therefore they're going to stay with me no matter how I treat them badly. But the new ones, they're not gonna say as much because they're new. I mean, they came after we grew up, so I have to make sure that I keep them. That is kind of like the conversation that goes through their head, and it infuriates me because one of my biggest pet peeves in companies and career-wise, this is one of my biggest career pet peeves, is repaying loyal employees by treating them like absolute crap. there's a reason why there's a reason they're high calibers. There's a reason you hired them in the first place. And the fact that they refused offer after offer after offer because they want to stay with you and they're loyal to you, and you repay them by like isolating them and treating them like crap. Not good, man. Not cool, man. No, honestly, not cool. It ain't cool. It ain't cool. Not cool. Because for me, this is how it's translated for me. If you're gonna do that to your loyal employees, what are you gonna do with the new ones? I mean, you're definitely going to show. And then here's the thing: is this type of personality and this type of like conversation, they end up surrounding themselves with what I like to call as birdies, little birdies that keep going there and keep like chirping around in their ears, telling them, "Oh, this person didn't do this," and they like keep like showering them with like these words of like, "Oh, look at these are loyal," and then like all of this team, and their team is loyal to them, their team works for them, not you. If they're gonna leave with the team, this is why they're threatening you. And the founder or the owner or the manager or the high manager or the CEO listens to them, and it infuriates me. Because I'm like sitting there going like, seriously, you're gonna throw away years upon years of employees being loyal to you, employees being absolutely wonderful employees, great employees to you, and you're gonna throw all of that away because of, oh, they might be a threat. Dude, if they were a threat, they would have been a threat a long time ago. And if they wanted to truly treat you like crap and do exactly what you think the other birdies are telling you to do, they would have done it a long time ago. They don't need like an excuse to do it. They would have done it a long time ago. They would have finished up this one. And this happens with employees. There are employees of high caliber that their job basically is, they call, okay, so their name is like, they're known as like the startups. They're basically people who go into a startup, they build the startup up, they make the startup good, and then they leave. That's just how they are. That's the type of person. And then they go to the next startup and the next startup, and that's what they enjoy doing. They enjoy doing that. And so you have these type of people, and your employees, the ones that are loyal, the ones that stuck with you through thick and thin, they would have done the same. They would have done the same thing if that's all they cared about. But no, they decided to. Regardless, when they're gonna have their career with you. They're gonna have their time with you. They're gonna actually live with you, and they're going to give up on their health and their time and their money for you. And you repay them by just treating them like crap. Come on. This is beyond insanity. This is beyond stupidity. This is beyond everything that you're doing. You're just being really, 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 really bad. I mean, there's another word for that, but I'm not going to say it. Because, honestly, I mean, I can swear like a sailor, but that particular swear word is a little bit too harsh. But that's what you are. That's basically what you are. That's what you do for your people. You can't do that to your people. And it infuriates me because I sit down and I'm like, seriously? You're literally going to give them Sinmar's reward for building you a really beautiful castle. So you're going to throw them off the roof and kill them career-wise because they might do that to another person. Let them do that to another. If they do that to another, but let them do that. If you're scared, they're never gonna do that. There's a reason why they're loyal. There's a reason why they did what they did. I mean, on the contrary, pay them a little bit more. They might actually do even better for you. They might actually get even more better stuff for you. If you have a really good policy holder, a really good person who's really good at policy holding, who's really great at policy holding, go ahead and do that. Don't stifle them because you want to stifle them. Just enjoy it. Enjoy having them. Let them grow. Let them grow, because when they grow, you grow. It's simple as that. But then I see it in Egypt over and over and over again, and it's just the same thing, and it's infuriating because then you get the job hoppers, the ones that know exactly this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do well. I'm gonna be looked at as a threat, and therefore I'm gonna start looking for a different job. And then you get, and then people, and then the birdies will be like, oh look, see what we did. There's a reason why they're birdies. There's a reason why they're like, they continuously chirp around your ears, is because they can never do that. They can never do what the loyal employees do. They can never get the same thing, and they can never. And then the other thing, the other pet peeve that I have, that's also, but this I have seen it. I have seen it in different places. I'll be honest. I have seen it sadly, I have seen it in different places, and that's why we do have plagiarism laws and plagiarism policies in different countries and different companies. So, but that's the other thing, plagiarism. I've seen also the cases where a person will like literally take the credit for what another person does, and they'll be like, oh, I did it. It's like, no, you did not. No, you did not. And it tends to happen to people who sadly they've been raised to not that they don't care, but they've been raised to not fight for they're like, yeah, my work is gonna talk to me. Yes, I know your work is gonna talk to me. Everyone knows your work is gonna talk for you. But there are some times where you need to stand up and be like, hey, you can't do that to me. This is my work. This is my thing. I worked on this. I got tired doing this one. Me, not you. Especially when it's a solo thing. Especially when it's especially infuriating when it's a solo thing. When it's somebody who has been doing this one for months and years upon each other, and then all of a sudden this, excuse my language, but this a-hole comes over and goes like, oh, this is my work. See, I've been doing it for the last blah month. It's like, no, you did not. No, you freaking did not. Unless this person gave you strict permission that you are allowed to use their stuff and contribute it to themselves because you're part of the team and they want you to shine. That is their thing. They made that decision and they gave you that permission. They told you it as well. If they're the type of person who will actually like literally give you like, because I've seen that as well. I've seen this case as well where an employee would do a lot of job, but because they don't want their team to fail, so they will literally have like these little flashcards and they'll give to like the rest of the team. They're like, here, this is what you need to know. Yeah, they did the job and everything, but they know that this person is going to credit them. They know that. They know that we need to look like we're a strong team, so I don't mind you saying you did this stuff, because I know in the end you're going to give me the credit. You'll be like, yeah, we did this, but the majority of the job was so and so, which tends to be the case with those types of people. When a person actually starts giving, like, doing the job and like giving, like telling others like, here's what you need to know about this one, it's because they know for a fact that they're going to get the credit, that this person is going to get the credit. But they, like I said, they don't want the team to fail. They want to make sure that the team as they are working, they want to make sure that the team is working as well, so they will do whatever it takes to make sure that the team is working and the team is working well. And if you have a team like that, if you have a team that is that strong and they're that well together, keep them. Again, you know what the birdies are going to do? The birdies are going to use that, and they'll be like, see, this person is only helping that person because they like them. If they didn't like them, they wouldn't do that. Oh, I mean, excuse my language, but no shit. Yeah. Of course they're going to help them because they like them. I mean, it is, teamwork is part of it, is relationships. It's a given. If you have a team, you gotta have relationships with the team. And if you have a good team, you're gonna have a good relationship with them and you will like them. And even if you don't like them, there are some teams where they respect each other. They absolutely hate each other's guts, but they respect each other. And they know that this person is gonna do this person is gonna do that. We're gonna get this thing done. Even if we, like I said, even if we hate each other's guts. And out of all of that, biggest scary pet peeve is Sinmar's reward. Get that Sinmar, because it is the epitome of betrayal. It is, and it always happens from a very high up position. So it was like, quote unquote, the king of the place or the queen of the place, and they always do that to the best employee that they have. They ruin them career-wise. They make them burn out. They make sure that these people will never think about having a job in that field that they are good at ever again. Because I'm not going to put myself through that trauma again. And that's sad. And if you're the type of company that does that, you are I'm gonna say that, I'm sorry that I'm saying it, but you are a scumbag. You're an absolutely scumbag company for doing that. And I'm not gonna say douchebag, I'm gonna say scumbag, because you're no better than a thug if you're a company that does that. If you're a manager that does that, you're no better than a thug, because that's what you are. You're no king, you're a thug. You decided, because you're jealous of an employee, you decided to ruin them career-wise. That's what it is. And this is a cautionary tale for employees. If you are under a king like that, or a person like that, leave. Go before they destroy you career-wise. Because you're gonna get destroyed career-wise, and you're never gonna get away from it, and you're never gonna recover from it. So do that, okay? Anyways, bye-bye.